I'd spent time with my cousins and extended family members, and it came to the evening or around late afternoon, evening, and my dad had come to pick me up and pick me and my siblings up. And then he sat in the car for a while, almost too long, and I think my sister already knew, but I was the last to know. And he turned to me and looked me in the eye and said that we'll be going to one of my best friends or one of my close friends' house after that. And I was very confused because, we should be going home, right, while we be going there. So I asked why, and he said that my art teacher, the mother of my close friend, had passed on in the morning. And I sat there with my face limp. I couldn't make an expression. I was almost frozen in time. I didn't know how to I frankly didn't know how to respond to that statement. What do you mean passed on? She was fine. I saw her on Friday. I had an art project I was doing that I was supposed to finish on Monday and show her, and then what do you mean passed on? And my father urged me to take it easy and calm down, but I couldn't feel anything apart from calm. I was feeling everything but calm in that moment. I didn't want to accept that somebody who had encouraged me to follow my passion for arts had just passed on. It was one of the longest drives I think I've ever had, where we drove to my friend's place, and I was just at the very back of the car, wrestling with my emotions, hoping this was some kind of nightmare, some kind of sick joke, that I would wake up and it'll all be fine and she'll still be there showing techniques on art. And we got to the compound of the place, the family house, and I saw lines of cars just lining up the place. Crowds of people filling the compound, and I could hear wailing. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to end, and I just wake up, but it kept going. And we got out the car, and I walked with my dad and my mom and my sister, and we walked out the car, and I'm not even sure if my sister was there, but we walked out the car, my dad, mom, and I, and walked into the compound, and I could see another teacher that I knew then, who was regarded as one of the closest friends to my art teacher. She was on the floor wailing, crying, and begging God to give my art teacher back to us. At that point, I was barely able to hold it in, but I had to walk past that. The crowds of people crying, the whole atmosphere feeling heavy like 1,000 bricks weighing on you as you take each step. And I could almost believe that gravity was 10 times heavier at that place. I walked into the house and I saw my group of friends from high school. I saw them all sitting around the friend who had just lost his mom. And I gave him a hug, and we all just sat there in silence. Nobody could say anything. Nobody wanted to say anything. But we all knew what we were saying in silence. This wasn't something we prepared for. Those of us that were in the arts class were looking forward to having the regular arts class on the following Monday, but, well, we don't even have the teacher with us anymore. We eventually took a trip with a friend, a kind of car ride, just rode into wherever, and we got to a lake and we just sat there trying to cheer each other up, but mostly just watching the water. None of us could really speak much. Eventually we were able to laugh again, and we consoled ourselves, and we walked our separate ways and went home. But we all knew that nothing would ever be the same again. And that Monday that came, that dreaded Monday, I didn't want it to come personally. I wanted it to stay as far as possible, because it would only confirm that it really actually happened. Even up till now, it's been almost about 3 years since this happened, and I still find myself kind of shaking when I remember. I sometimes wonder if she's up there in heaven, looking down and seeing me as an artist and how far I've come, and if she's smiling, proud of the student she's impacted and what I'm doing with my art now. But sincerely, I hope you rest in peace. Take care.